Before we get started, just gonna go over the My Cause, My Cleats. So I'm gonna do the Justin Fields Foundation. Fairly new, just started up not too long ago, but basically, my foundation is, basically trying to strengthen the communities, Chicago, of course, back home in Georgia. Really just through grant making and partnerships, with different brands or certain people and stuff like that, and really just trying to focus on youth empowerment, youth leadership, scholastic achievement, and health. So yeah, just want to start out with that, and now I'll take some questions.
What made you want to start out this foundation and get active in the community like this?
I'm sorry.
What made you want to start out with this foundation and get active like this?
Just be able to affect people in a positive way. I think we have this platform to where we can change so many lives. So really, just every opportunity I can get, just being able to be a positive impact in the community, and just doing all I can. So yeah.
Justin, the approach, the offensive approach against the Vikings was a winning one, but how much are you looking forward to kind of opening things up and going to a more normal, I guess, offensive approach?
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it, of course. Looking forward to this week. A great challenge ahead of us. So, of course, the guys are excited, and just working towards Sunday and getting ready for that, preparing for that. So, yeah.
First time you played Detroit, you played well with your arm and your legs. But how much adjusting do you guys have to be aware of from Detroit to try to take those things away that you were able to do?
I mean, yeah, they're gonna change some stuff up on us, and we're gonna be prepared for that, and we'll probably see that. We'll probably see something that we didn't see the first game. So, I think the biggest thing is just sticking to our rules, and just I think just foundational stuff, just sticking with the rules no matter what they bring us, protection stuff and all of that. So if we take care of everything up front, run the ball like we're supposed to, everything will take care of itself. So yeah.
You've been over 100 yards rushing against them the last 3 times you've played them. What is it about the defensive approach that opens things up for you?
I wouldn't even say it's so much more them. I think it's us. I think the guys. Every time we played them, they've done a great job up front blocking, up front on the perimeter, and allowing me to get yards on the outside. So I think it's just us, to be honest with you. But yeah, I mean, teams are going to play you differently, so we'll see how they come out Sunday, because they are probably looking at that. So they'll probably come out with a change of plan. So yeah.
Flu said earlier that with the offense, one of his goals was to have the offense get better after sudden change situations. So off of turnovers, kick, punt return, all that. What's the mindset to be able to capitalize on those opportunities and turn those into scoring opportunities?
I mean, the mindset is just score. Of course, the better we play complementary football, the better we give our team a chance to win. So, of course, we want to capitalize on those moments when the defense does give us a short field, or, we do have a sudden change moment where they get a turnover or something like that. But, yeah, definitely want to start turning those into, touchdowns and, for at least, 3 points. So, yeah, definitely got to do a better job with that for sure.
Was there one of those, since there were a couple in the Detroit game, that stand out, since that was just 3 weeks ago now, that really you felt like that one could have been a big capital?
I mean, at the end of the day, I think every opportunity we get, we got to capitalize on it. So not really just one in particular, but every time that does happen where we get a short field or a sudden change, our mindset is to go out there and score.
Justin, when you have fumbles like you did in Minnesota, and you're very attentive and conscientious to make sure that you don't have that, is that at all a result of just trying to make a play, of just getting caught up and trying to get something extra out of a play, and that's where the ball security lapse happens, or how do you view that?
Well, yeah, the first one, I think I escaped the pocket probably a little bit too early, and I think as I was going to tuck, he punched it out. The second one, so I think Halas, he was coming up on the left. I thought Cole was going to block him, and then he just kind of jumped it and really just made a good play. But no excuses on both of them. At the end of the day, I gotta protect the ball and take care of the ball, because on offense, that's the number one goal, is taking care of the ball and not turning the ball over. So yeah.
DJ Moore came in with big expectations. He seemingly has exceeded them. I'm sure you were familiar with him before he got here, but working together so closely with him, what have been your impressions of him as both a player, teammate, and also a person?
Yeah, I mean, he's great. Top down as a player. Of course, everybody knows he's a great player. He's been over 1,000 yards for I don't even know how long, but great player and even better person, even better teammate. So you know, just the kind of guy he is. He came in was kind of quiet a little bit, this and that, but he's always been the same. And of course, the more you get to know him, the more you talk to him, he just opens up more and really just becomes an open book. So I love him as a teammate, love him as a person, and yeah, he's just great to have on the team. So yeah.
When you have a defense that's taking the ball away at the rate that you guys have the last two games, what does that do for the offense? What does that do for just the energy on the sideline when it happens?
Yeah, I mean it makes our job easier for sure. And like we talked about earlier, we just got to capitalize on that. When they do take the ball away, we got to be able to score touchdowns and get points off of that. And yeah, I think the biggest thing is when you do have a defense that's creating turnovers and doing all that great stuff is taking care of the ball. So like last game we didn't do a good enough job, or I didn't do a good enough job of doing that. And I think the biggest thing is because when they're getting takeaways, that's advantage us. The only way that their team or the other team capitalizes of us getting takeaways is us giving them takeaways and then not scoring off of those setting changes like we talked about also.
Justin, with the Bears' projected draft position and the hype around the quarterback class coming out and how that may or may not pertain to your future going forward with the Bears, when you look at the totality of your circumstance here, your play on the field and everything else that surrounded your time here, do you think that's fair in terms of the evaluation of your last 5 games this season and making a correlation between that and your future going forward?
Yeah, I mean, life isn't fair. So, me personally, I'm just focused on what I can control, and the rest is in God's hands. And I mean, really, you just put everything in God's hands. It's going to turn out, good for you. So, wherever, if I'm here next year, if I'm not, you know, football doesn't define who I am as a person. My happiness will still be in the same place, will still be in God, and really just football-wise, life stuff in general. I think my faith in God is just, my hope in God is just so much more than anything that can be thrown at me on this earth. So yeah, I mean that's why I don't really stress over stuff like that, over stuff that I can't control. I know that God's got me, and I'm gonna be good. So I'm very blessed in the position I am in, and I think a million people would love to be in the position I am right now. So really just not taking that for granted, and just taking each and every moment I have every day up here, to the fullest. So yeah.
Two games back from the injury, do you feel any personal momentum as far as going into these last 5 games? They're not like a proving ground, just do you feel
Personal momentum.
You're heading in the right direction and then ready for a big finish?
I don't know. I think I have a different mindset in terms of that. Personal momentum. I'm really just trying to be consistent. I think that's the biggest thing. You can play good one game, play bad the other. So I think me personally just trying to be consistent and trying to be better than I was yesterday. So just trying to continually improve, get better as a person and a player, and just better myself each and every day.
When can you take on that perspective of kind of putting it in God's hands and that humility that millions of people would love to be in your position, because the outside noise some of that's had to have broken through to you, hearing about other quarterbacks and all that kind of stuff. So was there a point where you were just like, all right, I gotta take a deep breath and just have some perspective on all that?
I don't think there wasn't a point. I mean, shoot, since I got in Chicago, I mean, y'all don't hold back. Shoot, I mean, I hear from y'all, I hear from fans and stuff like that. So and I don't take any of it personal because I know everybody's entitled to their opinion on certain things and stuff like that. So that's one thing I try not to do is not take anything personal, and yeah, I mean just go about it that way. I mean I've had things in my life. I've had moments in my life to where I've wanted things to happen and it didn't go that way, and it ended up going another way and it worked out better than I ever could imagine. So that's really why I just don't stress about stuff that happens, and just controlling what I can control, and like I said earlier, just being the best person I can be, and striving to be the best player I can be. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.